Welcome back to the Gobby Gaffer, and it's part 3 of my time over in Spain managing Athletico Madrid, and it has been, it's a transfer special list. But obviously, Football Manager 2026 is being released on the 4th of November, and I will be playing the console version. I'm just waiting for the pre-orders to open up, and once I've got the game on this channel, you'll see lots of content, including tutorials on how to play the game. Yes, if you're new to Football Manager 2026 on the console, then this is a place to be, because I'll be giving tutorials, hints, tips, as well as we'll be doing a live stream on Mondays and Fridays. Monday, Wednesday and Friday, this save will go up, but obviously it'll be in Football Manager 2026, and I've yet to pick a team, but we will be working through it together, and I will show you exactly what to do, even from loading the game up, how do you select your management profile, anything to do with the game. This is the channel to find it on. So if you want to know about all of that, if you could subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, because you will then get notified when a new FM26 video drops, and also please give the video a like. It all helps the channel. Okay, let's get stuck in, shall we? Well, I think I've inherited one of the biggest squads I've ever had here at Atletico Madrid on Football Manager. My time playing Football Manager, it's a humongous squad. The B team is equally large, so I've tried to move a lot of players out on loan. So the highlights of the players going out there, and we do have Sergio Lago to Brentford, up to 8.5 million. As I said, there are a lot of loan players in there. Timothy Weah, who was on about £250,000 a week. Eventually, he did have a value of about 50 million in game. Eventually, I managed to move him out to Saudi, 19.75. But that does free up £250,000 a week in wages. Like I say, I did move a lot of players out on loan, mostly young kids who've got some potential. Martin Marino there went to West Ham, up to 6.75 million. Few more loan players there. And Marcos Llorente went to Saudi, up to 1.9 million. And I've tried on the loans, I have tried to get some fees in there as well. So if you've been watching my channel regularly, you know I like a good free transfer that has got added value to it. So Marc Cucurella, he came in from Juventus. That was a pre-arranged transfer before I joined the club. But as it happens, he can play left midfield, so it's actually worked out quite well. He's not a young kid. Obviously, we can have a quick look at him from Juventus on a free transfer. 32-year-old, left-footed, but he can play that left midfield role. So, okay, he's not the kind of profile I would normally sign. I didn't really sign him. This was all pre-arranged, but as it happens, it's worked out quite well. And obviously, we do need to look after the finances at this club as well. So to get to the end of this season, let's see what the finances are looking like. But it's I'm trying to establish myself here at Atletico Madrid. Let's get the team playing well on the pitch, but let's get the finances organised as well. And a player of, an international player of Cucurella's standing, even though he's 32. Very good value, I think. Okay, let's have a look a bit further down. Morato, I needed a centre-back. 29-year-old Brazilian Morato has come in, 6'4", left-footed, importantly. So left-footed centre-backs sometimes can be a bit of a premium in Football Manager. But, the fact that I brought him in on a free, not cost us any money, 46 million value now. Okay, we take that with a pinch of salt in Football Manager. But it's added value, isn't it? Even if we sold him and got 20 million for him, it's money in the bank. It's all pure profit. And £69,000 a week wages. A bit of a snip, really, for a player of Morato's stature. Okay, paid some money for this lad, Diant Ramaj. 28-year-old, and he cost me 17.5 million. I did need a goalkeeper because the previous goalkeeper was 37, I think, and he retired. This lad came up, absolutely superb, top-notch, 4-star sweeper keeper. I've had to pay him an eye-watering £300,000 a week to come to us. But I did get my man. So we've got a good goalkeeper, and he's only 28, so he's kind of, I wouldn't even say he's kind of peaked yet for a goalkeeper. 28, he's still quite young, isn't it? Another free transfer, Yangel Herrera, a 32-year-old central midfield player. I know these players are not the normal profile that I sign. I normally like to try and sign, 23, 24, 25-year-olds who have got some great potential. But we are consolidating at the moment. Let's try and get the finances right, bring in some experience on the pitch, and let's see where we end up at the end of the season. And then we get into paying a little bit of money out for players. So we've got Benitez has coming from Celta Vigo, 16.75 million. This is more like it. This is more the kind of profile of a player that I would sign. 22-year-old, left-sided, wide playmaker. So he can pick a pass out, but he's got some very, very good mentals there. Physical's okay as well. And he's got a first touch of 17. I think this lad is going to progress very, very nicely for us. And like I say, left forward can play in the formation that I've set for this team with 2 wide midfield players. Torino next, 18.25 million. Thomas Franco, 24-year-old Argentinian. And, he's a ball-winning midfield player. Again, the profile, it's the profile of player that I normally try and sign. Very, very good stats, this lad. And, spoiler, I have played 1 or 2 games. As you know, I always like to try and get as near to the end of the transfer window as I can. And then I'm not faffing around with buying and selling players, on camera. So he has been playing for us and doing quite well. Schalke 04 next for Lucas Bergvall, 20.5 million. And 24-year-old Swedish lad, another playmaker. So we've got plenty of players in the team who can put the foot on the ball and actually find a pass. He's got a vision of 17, but physical's looking very, very good as well. Very determined, very quick player, this lad. So once again, hopefully he will. I'm bringing in a good balance, I think. I'm bringing in established international players who've got loads of experience. I'm mixing that in with some younger talent as well, who hopefully going forward will see us, pick up some shiny silverware. And last up, it's a loan from RB Leipzig for Marcus Entrup, central defender, right-footed, 6'1". He's okay. He's once again, he's not really the profile of player. At 22, I would expect him to have better teamwork, better off the ball. He's okay. He's not going to start every game. Obviously, I'm playing with 3 centre-backs, so I do need some cover in there. He'll just sit on the bench and come on as and when. So finances, 15 million in the bank. If we can kind of try and keep that as near to 15 million for as long as we can and don't go in the red, that would be ideal. Still got a little bit of transfer budget left, only 1.4 million. And we're well under the wage budget. So going forward, per week, we're saving about, £600,000 a week on wages. And that's the amount that we're actually under the wage budget. So going forward, that should see us stand us in good stead, because obviously that money will be saved every week. Whether it transfers to having good players on the pitch who fit into the formation tactic and going forward we win games and get ourselves up La Liga and do quite well in the Europa League, I don't know. Only time will tell. Club vision for the season. Play defensively solid football. They're disappointed. I'm playing with 3 centre-backs. What? Unless they feel that those 3 centre-backs are useless and they're disappointed about the being defensively solid. I don't know. End of the current season, reach the latter stages of the Europa League, qualify for the Champions League, I mean that's obviously high on my agenda as well, and reach the latter stages of the Spanish Cup. And yes, I have played 3 games. At the moment, we're second in the league with 9 points. We've got a 100% record there. Real Madrid, predictably, are top. Just have a quick look at the schedule. So we've beaten in La Liga, we've beaten Espanyol. 67,000 fans came in for that one. That's very, very important. Bums on seats, paying money through the turnstile. We do have a lot of people who have season tickets as well, which obviously helps the club going forward. Valencia away, a 4-3 win, and then Sevilla at home, a 5-1 win. Yes, we're banging the goals in at the moment, and another 67,000 crowd. So maybe I need to be asking the board to extend the stadium, because I think we are more or less filling it at the moment. Okay, none of those signings are going to blow your socks off at this stage. So a mix there of experience and youth. We just need to try and get through this season now, qualify for the Champions League, hopefully do reasonably well in the Europa League. I mean, I would like to win it. Whether this team's capable of doing that or not, I don't know. But only time will tell. But anyway, a couple of games today for you. And they're both in the first division. We've got Granada and Celta Vigo. And after that, we do play the Europa League. So what I'll maybe do is not play any games off camera. We'll play Granada and Vigo today. And then the next episode, we'll play the 2 games in the Europa League, which will be PSV and Crvena Zvezda. I always get them. And I think the game knows. I can't pronounce it. I really struggle. But I always get them in European competitions. Okay, but today it is going to be La Liga. It's Granada away and Celta Vigo at home. Well, it wouldn't be Football Manager, would it, if we didn't get a few curveballs and levels of difficulty thrown at us. Just before this game, one of my new signings, Herrera, picked up an injury, so he can't play. And my left wide midfield player, Wonder Kid, he's injured as well. So we do start today with Ramaj in goal, new goalkeeper, new centre-back in, Morato, and then we've got Garcia and Christensen, a new defensive midfield player, Franco, he comes in. The 2 wide midfield players, so we've got new lad Benitez on the left. Samuel Lino, if you remember last season, played on the left-hand side, even though he is right-footed. But Trincao played on the right-hand side. He was on loan, didn't want to come back. So Samuel Lino is going to play as a winger, but pulled back a little bit on that right-hand side. Barrios is going to be the DLP, Perez attacking midfielder, and the 2 strikers up front who did very well for me at the end of last season, Amordion and Alvarez. Oh no, we're through on goal. Alvarez has scored. Only a minute on the clock. I think the linesman's flag might have been up there. Goal review. Goal is awarded, so we are 1-0 up. 1 minute 29 seconds on the clock. Okay, we are winning 1-0, an Alvarez goal. I'll get myself sorted in a minute, I'll calm down. Okay, the ball's in the back of the net again, and Thomas Christensen there gets his first goal of the season from an Alvarez corner. And there's only 7 minutes on the clock, and we're winning 2-0 already. So this is very, very nice indeed. And away from home as well. Bodes quite well, doesn't it? Playing very, very nicely at the moment, and the team seem to be gelling very, very well, even though we've got quite a few new faces in there. Okay, we do pick the ball up again, and the opposition here are playing like a gang of buffoons. Let's hope it can continue like that. Barrios is going to fire a shot, and my word, that couldn't have been any more different, could it, than the first 2 strikes. Very clinical for the first 2 goals. And that one, well, absolutely miles wide. Okay, Granada now with the ball. And ball's played inside there. I spoke too soon, didn't I? Calling them buffoons. I mean, that was a goal and a half, wasn't it? Went in like an absolute rocket. My word, I don't think there was an awful lot we could do about this, other than maybe closing the player down. Very, very nice goal there. Can't really fault my team for that. Maybe closing down was a little bit suspect, but... Well, Alvarez and Amordion up front are both on green stats. They're both playing very, very well together. So I do like this combination. Ball into the box. Can we get a header on that? Yes, we can. And Amordion, as I'm just speaking about him, gets his head on that. And we are 3-1 up now. So the Granada goal is, well, it's a thing of the past, isn't it? And I'll just give him my two strikers there a little bit of a pat on the back. And as I'm talking about him, he rises, heads the ball in the back of the net. And that is very nice indeed. We're coming to half-time. We're obviously very pleased about that. Let's have a look and see. The players are looking very, very fresh. Obviously had a nice break in the summer and looking very fresh at half-time. I think we might just drop off a bit now to positive. We don't want to invite them onto us, but I feel like attacking maybe is a little bit too much. So a free kick there, and we do manage to defend our lines a little bit, and that one is missed virtually. Well, it wasn't an open goal, but he should have done much better than that one. With the corner now, Villar is going to swing this corner in. Ball's headed back to him again, and we do make a nice Benitez there. Gives the ball away, unfortunately. It's on his wrong side. He's a Benitez. He's left-footed. He should be on the other side. Come on, lad. I mean, he's just standing there looking at the ball roll into the opposition. It's not good enough, mate. Well, it looks very much like the game's been killed off now. Been no more highlights. 4 changes. Cucurella comes on. Veerman in midfield. Grant on the right side, then Prayoga into the back 3. Conversion rate not the greatest in this game. 23 shots, only 6 on target. XG 1.88. But we are winning the game, so no complaints really. Veerman's just come on, plays the ball to Grant, who has also just come on. Morato now. A lovely ball through to Cucurella. Can he put the ball in the back of the net? Yes, he can. And he timed his run there, Cucurella, and you know, plenty of experience in this lad, and timed his run, smashes the ball in the back of the net. It is 4-1, and I mean the Granada crowd is creditable today. You know, they've got bums on seats, haven't they? They've got the crowd in, but unfortunately they're not seeing a vintage performance from their team. They're actually losing 4-1. Granada now with a little attack of their own, and they are struggling to hold on to possession, if I'm honest. We very, very nearly had it there a couple of times. Ball played out to Sorrow on the right hand side. Into the box, and I think that might be... My word, Granada are going to struggle this season if they can't put chances like that away. Corner, floated in. Can we get a head on it? Yes, we can. Back in there, and that was a very, very hefty tackle, but the referee didn't even want to know about that one. Perez now, and we're not busting a gut anymore now. We're just playing the ball around. Perez is coming down this right hand side. Are we looking for the 5th? Grant, is he going to put that in the back of the net? Oh my word, and he's hit the crossbar. So Morato, very tired. Entrup, the young kid I've got on loan, comes on to replace him. And I think we're moving into the full-time whistle, and it looks like a 4-1 win for my team. Absolutely fantastic. So we are delighted by that, and let's have a look how that affects the league table. Obviously, we're vying with Real Madrid for that top spot. Looks like our goal difference is better though. 4 games played, and well, we're joint top on 12 points. Very nice indeed. It's quite nice to see Barcelona down there with only 5 points, but they have only played 3 games. Well, it's very nice to have the points on the board. Always better to have them on the board than not. But it is very early season. Can we keep this up for the whole season? I don't know. 1 or 2 of the players that I've signed are very experienced, but getting on in years a little bit. Are the legs going to hold out? Because we are in the Europa League as well. I don't know. But anyway, we've got Celta Vigo next, who are in 6th position. 3 games played and 5 points as we stand. So, and this one will be a home game. Let's hope we can get another 3 points and a 6-point episode. Well, with the Manager of the Month trophy tucked nicely in my back pocket, we go into this next game. We've had it's been 10 days since the last game. Obviously, once the season gets going, we'll be playing every 2 or 3 days, but it's been quite nice to have that 10 days, give the lads a little bit of a rest, a bit of training and whatever. So we should be raring to go for this game. It's an unchanged team. Ramaj in goal, Morato, Garcia, Christensen, the back three, the 2 wing backs, Benitez and Lino, 2 in midfield, Barrios and Franco, and Perez plays just behind Amordion and Alvarez. So when I arrived here, the chief scout who was here was a 4-star chief scout. I gave him 5 areas to look at and I said, right, go on lad, go and sort me some players out. Came up with absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Let's just watch this now. Can we put the ball in the back of the net? The ball is in the back of the net. And an own goal there from Baselli. And that to me looked like he absolutely swung at that and smashed it in the back of the net himself. Let's have another look at that one. Christensen. Long ball down the pitch. Alvarez now. Slides the ball in. My word, what was that? What was the defender doing? I mean, if he'd have scored that at the other end, it'd have been a brilliant goal. Bonkers. Yeah, so my chief scout was a little bit useless, so I sacked him. I brought a new one in, 4.5 star, and I'm trying to tell a story here, and I can't tell it because we keep scoring goals. Come on, lads. Very nice Amordion. Second goal, very, very nice indeed. From a corner, Benitez throws it in there to the near post, and Amordion rises. So yeah, before we score a goal again, just the meat and bones of that one, or the meat, put more meat on the bones, I should say. I've sacked the chief scout, I brought a new one in, and hopefully he's going to do a lot better for us. And once again, as I'm speaking, a goal goes in. Unfortunately, this time it's for the opposition. Celta Vigo get a goal back, and that's not ideal. So it is 2-1 now on 20 minutes. And once again, we get done from a long shot. Bit of a deflection there, keeper unsighted, not great. Benitez now with the corner. Can we do the same thing again? Ooh, very nearly. Unlucky there from the corner. And with 5 players on green stats, which is always very nice to see, we're running into 2 minutes of time added on. 2-1, can we defend this? Ball is very, very weak there. Ramaj just picks that one out of the air. And is he going to get us going on another attack? Or is the half-time whistle going to go? Bowls it out. Christensen now will put that beautiful long ball through. And very, it's not really the way that we play. But you know what? Sometimes in a game you have to mix it up. It's all very well doing all of this nice tip-tappy football. But that one's given away. And we do get away with one there. Ramaj throws the ball straight to their centre forward. Okay, we are going to say, please deliver that. Let's have a look at any tiredness. Once again, I do seem to have quite a fit bunch of players here, which is very, very nice to see. No tiredness, although we have had 10 days off. Alvarez heads the ball into midfield, gives the ball away there. Ball played over onto that side there. It's a man, apparently. They got that right, didn't they? Okay, these are the jokes, folks. I know, it was a very poor joke, that one. Okay, weirdly, it's we're playing at home here in front of 67,000 fans, and it's all Celta Vigo at the moment. They're looking for that second goal to get them draw themselves level. Ball slid into the box. Fortunately, we didn't go in too heavy there, and they have got the second goal. It's 2-2, so we've let a 2-goal lead slip there, and that is not ideal, if I'm honest. Not very happy about that. Celta Vigo fans there in the corner going absolutely berserk. And, well, why wouldn't they? Not ideal, this, I'm afraid. We've got 3 centre-backs in there. None of them could pick that ball up. Very easy tapping. 59 minutes on the clock, a little bit of a change. Benitez is coming off that wide left role. He's going to be the playmaker now behind Amordion and Alvarez. Veerman has come on in midfield, but he doesn't want to be We don't want him as a playmaker as well, do we? So we'll have him as a Mazzala on attack duties. I think we will, yeah. And Cucurella comes in on the left-hand side. And let's see if that makes any difference. We are on an attacking mentality now, but we have conceded 2 goals. We need to keep pushing the ball forward and pushing them back and keep them away from our back 3. Well, the difference in this game has been the conversion rate. They've had 7 shots and 5 of them have been on target. We've not even got a 50% conversion rate. That hits the post. The referee, though, as the ball hits the post, Amordion gets smashed down from behind. And it looks maybe like this is going to be a penalty. Possibly. Penalty is awarded. Okay, so Alvarez can take the penalty. Let's see if he can smash this in the back of the net. I would go straight down the middle, Julian. Straight down the middle. Keeper's going to go either side. About waist height, smash it down the middle. Took absolutely no notice of me at all. Who am I to speak? Taking penalties. I don't think I've ever taken a penalty in my life. Julian Alvarez there smashes it into the bottom corner. Takes no notice of my advice. But you know what? I don't care. We're winning 3-2. Well, it's very nip and tuck this game, isn't it? We're winning 3-2 now, but Celta Vigo on the ball. And Amordion did have hold of the ball there, but gets it taken off his toe. Okay, header into midfield. Franco. No, Franco doesn't. Decides not to make a challenge there. Savio now loops the ball in the box. Morato does get the header on it, but Morales is coming back with it again. Into the box once more. Headed out. No, it's not. It's headed in the back of the net. And Cabral gets their 3rd goal. And for the second time in the game, equalises. It is now 3-3. And we've let 3 goals in this game. Not ideal, if I'm honest. Let me just have a quick look at what happened here. Ball over the back. I mean, I don't know what my 3 centre-backs are doing. I really don't. Okay, 2 more changes. Kiliksoy's come on up front and Bergvall is going to be the playmaker. Cucurella now with a throw-in on this right-hand side. This is going to be one of those games, I think. Oh, the ball's in the back of the net now. And Julian Alvarez there. There's no flag. No, it stands. It is 4-3. Do we stay attacking? Do we go very defensive? I'm not quite sure what to do here. This was quite a nicely worked goal, this. Samuel Lino into the box. Alvarez near post. And it is 4-3. Okay, 15 minutes of this game left. I have dropped into a low block now. Prayoga has come on for Morata at the back. Can we hold on to this lead? We're low blocking, we're disciplined. Everything's been slowed down in the game now. It's either do that or go even more attacking and try and push them back. But I just feel like we need to... Cucurella, ball in the box. Is that a no? It's not. Unfortunately, we didn't get the shout there. Okay, we're picking the ball up there, Morato, and the changes have now been made. 20 shots, 7 on target, an XG of 2.99. Can we nick the points in this really topsy-turvy game? Okay, there's about 4 minutes now of time added on to play. Balls smashed out there by Prayoga. Okay, that's a nice header. Cushioned into midfield. Alvarez, Samuel Lino on this right-hand side. Pushes the ball through. And it's Kiliksoy into the box. Thought he'd given the ball away. No, he hasn't. Can he pull it back? Tackle there. Kiliksoy once again. Very, very persistent. Into the box. And the keeper picks that one out of the air. Big hoof upfield, which is exactly what he's going to do. He's going to try and put the ball in the mixer. Okay, headed. Can we pick that ball up? No, we can't. And they're coming forward once again. Can this defensive formation that I've put together, can it? No, it can't. The linesman's flag is up though. On that right hand side, the linesman's flag is up. This should get flagged off as disallowed. We've got 3 minutes of the game left now. It is disallowed. It's back to 4-3. And again, defensively, we didn't look great. But obviously, I mean, he was well offside there, so I can't really blame my defence for that. But we do need to play better defensively. I'm not very impressed with my 3 centre-backs at the moment. But it is full time. We get the 3 points. It finishes 4-3. And the lads are going to get delighted. I'm not going to, you know, it's early doors, isn't it? They're still getting used to my tactics and whatever. So I'm not going to shout at them too much. But we maybe do need to have a look at these 3 central defenders, because it's not quite working out. They're not very switched on, are they? Okay, that's how the league table looks. 5 games played. Real Madrid have now overtaken us on goal difference and 15 points apiece. Barcelona have jumped up now. They played 5 games as well, and they're 4 points behind us on 11. Well, a couple of goals from Julian Alvarez there up front helped us to a 4-3 win. We do need to go away and look at this centre-back partnership, because it's not working, I don't think. They don't look a very cohesive unit, do they? It might be early days. I might be complaining too early. They maybe need to get used to this, because they certainly weren't playing 3 centre-back situation under the previous manager. Maybe they've got to get used to each other. I don't know. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Okay, no games playing to be played off camera now. We are going to come back in the next episode. It's going to be the first 2 games in the Europa League. So it's a home game against PSV and then another home game against Crvena Zvezda. I think I'm doing quite a decent job with that, you know. I think I've got the hang of it now, because I always get Crvena Zvezda in European competitions. I think the game knows that I struggle with it, but I think I'm doing okay. I've managed to get my tongue round it. Okay, 6-point episode. We're joint top of the league, and we're going into the Europa League in the next episode. It all looks rosy at the moment. Let's hope that switch doesn't get flipped. We'll see you very shortly.